There is a shift happening that you may not even realize. See, President Trump was just meeting with NATO, but Burkina Faso also did something that was super huge in the last week. Here it is. They are owning and operating their own gold mine in the middle of the fact that France no longer has supply of their uranium, Mali's uranium, and Niger's uranium. Listen, you're going to want to listen to this video until the end because these are times that you need to pay attention to.
Yes, family, shalom, shalom. Look, we are witnessing history in the making. We see these Western nations being dismantled. We see, if you look into America and the data centers and how the rivers are drying up, did you know the same thing is happening in France? The same thing is happening in Europe. The rivers are drying up. Yes, family. So as you see that we are out, baby girl had to come or she had to go to the bathroom. So that's good. I'll be so happy when they come up to us like, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. It's like, yes, good job. You know, so all praises for that. But yeah, it's a shift that's happening right now, right? And I'm not sure if a lot of people is paying attention to what's really happening. This is why we are talking about Burkina Faso, because if you recognize it, I know that it was a video that a brother did breaking down how much highways cost in certain African countries. And I want to say it was Nigeria and Burkina Faso. So what Burkina Faso did, they used their own money. So the citizens came together and helped the country, helped the president, you know, build these roads, build these highways. You get what I'm saying? Really taking back control of their monetary system, of their economy. You get what I'm saying? But in Nigeria, it was a little bit different. In Nigeria, they needed to take so many loans from different Western countries, from different, I guess you can say, NGOs and things like that, right? And they still didn't get it done. So Burkina Faso is letting a lot of people know, and I can put Burkina Faso, I can put uh, Niger, I can put Mali there too. They are letting these African leaders know things are possible, and you do not have to be corrupt. You do not need all this money to do everything that you're thinking about doing to improve your country. So, look, that's why it's important to get on a continent, understand which African country is going to work for you, and you already know us. You already know that we say look at African countries that's going to have good residency for now. I wouldn't suggest going to Burkina Faso. I mean, if you are an American, you can't even go anyway because they ban Americans, they ban the French. You get what I'm saying? So there's a trend that's happening, right? There's a trend that's happening. Countries banning countries, right? America making it super hard for certain African nations, African countries to get inside of America, right? So these African nations are standing back up to the Western powers to do the same thing that they're doing to them. So it just makes sense to me. So that's why I say I don't think it's time to go to Burkina Faso. I don't think it's time to go to Mali. I don't think it's time to go to Niger right now, but in the future, it's going to be the perfect time. It's going to be the most amazing thing for the diaspora pretty soon. So you really have to pay attention to what's going on. I know it's a lot of negativity in the world. I know there's a lot of distractions that's happening. I know, you know, you hear this, you hear that, you hear negative, 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 but there is a lot of positive that's happening, right? So, look, this, I guess I'll let my wife when she come back from the bathroom. I would let her speak about um, what's going on with the gold mines in Burkina Faso. But yeah, this is important, guys. This is important. This is the good news when it comes down to our community, when it comes down to our nation. I know earlier today on the live that I usually do in the morning. So if you have not seen our my live that I do in the morning, I usually wake up around like 4:30, 5 o'clock, right? and I just hop on live talking about certain things. And Burkina Faso is basically giving us a blueprint. Giving us a blueprint of how to recycle the black dollar, right? So on a live this morning, I was talking about how certain nations, certain communities, they recycle their money in the community for. So the Asian community, they recycle their money for 28 days before it leaves the Asian hand. So that's like 9 times that it's touching someone's hand. You know, the Jewish community, that's 19 days, right? Our community, man, 6 hours, guys. 6 hours. A black community, a black nation, that's 6 hours. But this is why I say Burkina Faso is proving a lot of things right and a lot of things wrong. So you really have to pay attention. You gotta really understand what's really happening right now, because it's happening for the better. So I'll let you speak about this, baby.
Listen, this Thursday, this past Thursday, Burkina Faso announced it will launch its own state owned, 100% state operated gold mine in the Babulu mine. Babulu mine. Look, if you're a Burkinabe, you are welcome to correct me, okay? You are welcome to leave the right pronunciation below. But the mine will be located in the town of Yako, where Thomas Sankara was born. Okay, this is epic. If you don't know who Thomas Sankara is, you may want to listen to a documentary about Thomas Sankara, because after all, he is the father of the land of the righteous, okay? Period. If you know, then you know. Leave a comment. I know down below if you know the history, okay? And listen, the government is investing 56.1 million US dollars into the project. It expects it to generate 68.4 million USD allocated to public funds. So guess what? Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali are like, yeah, we don't need handouts from the IMF. They left the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. They left ECOWAS. They left all these conglomerates that offer loans and free aid and all of these things. And they said, look, we can bring our own products to market. We have our own gold, our own uranium. We are valuable in and of ourselves without you Westerners. And since President Ibrahim Traore came into power, the government nationalized the country's Bangu and Wangong gold mines and completed the nationalization of the Percoa gold mine. The Traore government has also launched the first state owned gold refinery and a mining waste refinery. A new mining code passed in 2024 seeks to grant the state more control over the mining sector. Look, this is the resurrection and arising, the renaissance of Africa. It's time. If you know, you know, get in the right rooms, understand investing, understand gold, copper, silver, understand commodities in the market, and know where the world is going. All roads point towards Mother Africa being the top continent of all. Once again, as it was in ancient times, we're rolling back ancient times again. Seek the ancient path. But I think that's it for this video. We will see you in the next one. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out the written crash course down below, because if you don't understand what's happening, you need to know. You need to get in these rooms. My husband wrote the written crash guide for you. It's actually 80 pages, but he's giving you 3 pages free access and a free Zoom session this Sunday, literally. So you need to go ahead, 3 chapters, not pages, 3 chapters free right now on our website, journeywithus, move to africa.com/investing, lowercase I. Get in the rooms, because great things are happening on the continent, and it's an honor to have been here for 6 years and counting. It's just so great. See you in the next video.